Our country has been living with a virus, which has been destroying the core value of our country. The vision of our forefathers was to create a union that brings to value the four corners of this once a great nation. A country where dreams were achieved in agriculture, in science, in sport, in education and security. A country with great industrial energy. Once the giant of Africa, with great economic power, which helped massively in the stabilization of the African continent, providing jobs to people from all over the Western Hemisphere of the African continent. Now our value has deprecated. We are far away from that vision of our country has been from suffering nepotism, segregation, corruption, poverty, terrorism, bad governance, and in a supersonic speed departing from an established cause of the accepted standard. At New Africa, our main function is to provide an alignment of the 8 factors of good governance, which are participation, rule of law, transparency, responsiveness, consensus-oriented, equity and inclusiveness, effectiveness and efficiency, and accountability. We provide a level playing ground for all patriotic citizens willing to make positive changes in their individual communities. You can become a member by just registering on the platform. Once you are a member, you can then choose to become a political candidate or become a volunteer to support our political candidates. We will help generate the funding required for your political campaign. We will manage the campaign for you, and we will build a support team with a winning mentality. When you have been elected into public office, we will build a power team to support you whilst you are in the office to deliver your political promises to the community. You are never alone. We will work with you from the beginning to the last day of your engagement. You can access the platform through www.nafrica.com. You can register to become a member. You will then have access to all functions on the platform. You can then choose to become a member or a volunteer. You can click on fundraising and choose the event you want to follow. You can donate or follow an event. If you choose to become a candidate or a volunteer, you will have to pass the verification process. Once you have passed the verification process, then you will be listed as a candidate on the platform and you can start your primary election campaign. The voting day will be published on the platform for all members to know, and email will be sent to every member's email addresses. New Africa's team will then randomly send investigators to check on the selected candidate method of campaign to ensure a just and fair primary election process. Winners will be declared and published on the blog page on the platform. Also, all users can see the winning candidate live as voting progresses. All members can access the fundraising section of the platform. Users can select any event to follow or donate to the event. Event funds generated will be used as the campaign fund for the candidate of the position. The New Africa Power Team will liaise with the community to develop a term time manifesto for the office occupier. Candidates will be educated and mentored by carefully selected academia and selected members of the community on governance and political affairs. New Africa will assemble a set of election-winning, highly influential and dedicated power teams, which will include mostly the local community people, to work with each candidate from election time all up to the public election time. New Africa will assemble a set of peoples-oriented, highly influential and dedicated candidate power team, which will include mostly local community people, to work with the elected candidates to deliver the term time community manifesto. The candidates' power team will delicately work with the elected candidate to deliver monthly updates on the community in person or digitally and publish the report on the blog section on the platform. New Africa's internal compliance and control team has the responsibility to closely monitor the office function of the candidate and ensure the candidate delivers on the term time manifesto as obliged by the term time of engagement with the community. If a candidate is found to have breached the agreement, the candidate will be notified of this information, and the information will be published to the community on the platform, and the candidate will be required to defend his or her position with the community. The candidate may be required to step down from his or her position due to misconduct in the office, or all public assets will be retrieved from the possession of such a candidate. The process will be repeated on every elected period of the term. We at New Africa serve the people with honour and dignity, bridge the gap between service to the people, by the people, and for the people. We hope to restore the faith in our democratic process again and deliver our vows to you, our people. Thank you for standing with us on this journey to creating a great country for our people and a sustainable environment for our children and businesses to flourish. Our land, our leaders, our future. Together we can make our nation the envy of the world and hope of the future generation. Together we build our land. www.n-africa.com. New Africa.